Welcome, my name is Ed Dietrich, and I would like to invite you to this first in a series of discussions of workers' compensation and workers' compensation alternatives in Texas. Texas, like many other states, almost 100 years ago, decided to offer a workers' comp policy to employers in this state. So what they did was they got together and they wrote what we refer to as the Workers' Comp Act. And what that was for, at the time, the employees really only had two areas of recourse if they were injured on the job. They could either depend on the employer to pay for their medical benefits and disability, or they could take them to court to sue them for those damages. So what the state of Texas did was basically the same as all the rest of the states. They said, we're going to write a policy. When we write the policy, Mr. Employer, if you want to, you can purchase this policy. And when you do, that will take care of the medical benefits, the disability and long-term disability and all kinds of other things that were included in the Act. And if you'll do that, we will remove the right of the employee to sue you over that work-related injury. So what you had was a policy that provided for the benefits and the luxury the employer had of not having any worries about getting sued. So what you've got basically was a zero deductible policy, technically unlimited, and no fault. It just doesn't get any better than that. Okay? In no other area of your life are you going to buy an insurance policy that's zero deductible, technically unlimited, and no fault. So it was a real good option. But this is Texas. And Texas doesn't normally operate the way most of the other states do. What they did different was they said, Mr. Employer, you can buy it if you want to, but you don't have to. But if you don't buy the policy, then the employee regains his right to sue you over that work-related injury. So we have that option in the state of Texas that literally no other state has in general terms. There are some minor differences where they may have some little area of non-subscription. But we refer to that, or used to, as either workers' compensation or workers' compensation alternatives. Nowadays, we more or less refer to it as you either subscribe to the Workers' Comp Act or you become a non-subscriber. So if you buy the policy, you're a subscriber, and if you don't buy the policy, you are a non-subscriber. Now, that's not 100% true, and I'm going to explain why. If you are an employer in this state and you have employees, you are a subscriber to the Work Comp Act, whether you have that policy or not. So if you want to become a non-subscriber, you have to tell the state that you want out. And there are certain steps that you have to take, certain things you have to do to become what we refer to as a responsible non-subscriber. In the next session, we're going to go through those steps, and we refer to that as the 4 steps to becoming a responsible non-subscriber. So when you come back in, we'll go through all those for you.